here we are.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Our imaginary chimes.
No, that didn't sound right. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. I don't know.
We're a bunch of ding-dongs, okay? Yeah. Well, welcome back. We've been off on a 2-week hiatus. Leah's been sick, but we've also still been really busy, too, over the last couple of weeks as well. Great interview with Aaron Nagy last week, and welcome, everybody.
2 weeks ago.
Or 2 weeks ago, sorry, yes. I stand corrected there. And we're back in the Georgetown studio. Big Daddy Russ Horton, Leah Lywood, I'm Lee Lakin, and we're missing Mandy today, but that's okay. She's on an adventure on her own, so we're going to do the gig guide today. But we want to welcome everybody back and thank you for tuning in once again. And we're brought to you by
Max Tires and Auto Repairs. Of course, they repair trucks as well. Food trucks.
Tons of food trucks.
Boy, it's a busy place. The next month or so, I guess, it'd be time to start thinking about putting your snows on. Not yet. It's too early yet, but... well, never.
I don't know. We went from 30 degrees down to 7, so
really quickly.
I'm not too sure I agree with you on that one.
Well, it's part of the reason why we're back at the Georgetown studio as well. Not to interrupt Russ, but Lee's Garage is being last gig tonight, I guess, last jam tonight. So
it's awful cold in the garage when it's like 14, 12, 11
It's just not
degrees,
comfortable doing the show that way.
No.
You know what I mean? So Russ has got his acting dinner jacket on, so you can tell we're in October.
We certainly are. And 905-873-9255 is the number. Max Tires and Auto Repairs. And don't forget to say hi to the folks at Easy Taxi and Fred's Towing as well, of course, as always.
And I also want to just, sorry.
Go ahead.
I thought you were done.
No,
I just also wanted to thank the people that came out 2 weeks ago to the Raiders and donated food. And there was one gentleman that also donated a bit of money.
$20
So thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated, and hopefully it helped some out.
Definitely. You can always donate online to the Georgetown Bread Basket and the Acton Food Share. And you can do that online anytime. And again, go see the Raiders and see a good game, drop a donation off, support your local team, and have a great night out for not a lot of money.
And what we really like to do is see that the business community in our hometown here,
Absolutely.
we have a wonderful business community, get involved with the Raiders and get some sponsorships going, because
we're gonna talk about that at some point as well soon.
Looking at this next, we've got the gig guide coming up that Mandy's not here to do, but we're going to do it for her because she did a great job sending us the information. But I think the furnace room should really hook up with the Raiders.
There's quite a few that really need to hook up.
You know, like there's such a, I don't know, there was just something about the guys there when we met them and whatnot. I think it would be a really good mix with the furnace room. So there's an idea. Andy at Furnace Room, maybe get in touch with Aaron Nagy at the Georgetown Raiders organization and get hooked up.
And bring your cowbell. We need more cowbell.
Always, never enough cowbell.
And one weekend, I'm going to kidnap Leah, and we're going to do some in the stand interviews with the fans and stuff. Just Loosey Goosey stuff.
Yeah,
you know.
Well, that's what we're about. We're
Loosey Goosey. One weekend coming up, Aaron and I will set that up, or you and Aaron will set that up.
I got to talk to Aaron. Well, I'll be in touch with you sometime this week, Aaron. I'm still kind of on the mend, but I will be in touch with you soon.
And it wasn't COVID. Just so everybody knows, she didn't have COVID.
Yeah. That's coming back with them.
I know many that have had it recently, though.
A buddy of mine, Perry, he lives over in Atwood Avenue there in Georgetown, buddy of mine.
And
he's got COVID right now.
A little bit before the gig guide, we want to wish Big Daddy a big happy birthday this week.
I was just going to say that.
He's had a rough couple of weeks this
young
man, and we want to tell him how much we love him, and a big happy birthday, Big Daddy.
I appreciate that. Now I'll share that this with you. No father should bury his son, but my son died of complications due to epilepsy. We're not sure yet, but he was in British Columbia. And James Bradbury, we put it up on the Telencell. Of all the years I've been doing the Telencell and the social media, I've never had such a big response as I had.
But that's community, right? This is what community does.
Just, and a lot of people knew James, and there will be a celebration of life for him. And for his mother, Elaine, and myself, thank you so much for all of My
they
heart
always
will
do.
ache forever, but it's time for Big Daddy to get back to work.
Is that it?
You know what I mean?
That's it, like that.
There you go. All right.
We love all the love. Now it's time for the gig guide brought to you by Halton Women's Place. If you know anybody that might be in a situation that they need some help, please get in touch with Halton Women's Place. We'll give you that phone number in just a few minutes. And we'll start off with the Barbertown Pub. It's been getting a popular night there. Friday, October 27th, they're doing a Halloween party. But the DJ they have there, DJ Happy Feet, this guy is awesome. I've heard him. He's really, really good. Omar's going to be there at 8:30 p.m. Dress in your best costume for an amazing night with drinks, dancing, and friends.
That was a lot of fun. A lot of Halloween stuff is
There's
coming up.
tons of it, and that's October 27th, just so you know, remember.
And the Furnace Room Brewery, Saturday, October 14th, Oktoberfest with Ewood Catering, live music featuring Valerie Chetak, accordion player, and Das Boot on Oktoberfest Marzen Lager. There you go. Did I do that right?
Pretty,
Had a
yes.
little
Close
German
enough.
Yeah, well, you had
Oktoberfest
that
kind of-
Close
little bit of
enough.
accent there.
That little bit of-
I'm sure Mel will critique it. She's,
Oh, I'm
she
sure
speaks
she
fluent
will.
German, so that story is just a
What's
whole
going
other
on
funny
at the
story.
symposium?
Well, and then we got the Symposium Cafe in Georgetown here. Try adding a little spice to your latte mocha, steamer, or affogato.
Man, that's this pumpkin spice thing is crazy. I can't touch the stuff. I can't touch it. I have
There's
no
nothing
idea.
better than pumpkin pie with Cool Whip topping on it.
I guess.
I mean, it's just a desired. Even the girls here at our house, we have Miss Moose and Mama. They had a little bit of just a little bit,
Just a
not
bit.
much, but they had a big white face there for a while. Didn't
Okay,
last
so if
long.
you're looking for some early eats every day from 3 to 6 p.m. at the Symposium, it has a featured appetizer special paired with beer and wine. So check that out, guys.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great place to go, and Tone Dogs play there quite regularly, so you might want to go see that.
Yeah,
The
sure.
Red Harp in Acton are my neighbor, basically, and right down the street from that fire that we're probably going to be talking
And where we had
about.
our radio reunion.
Yes, we're
Yes.
a great time.
Oh, what
you.
a great
Sam
thank
and
you
your
so much.
staff,
Yeah.
you guys did an outstanding job.
Thank you.
Hey, did they not? That was absolutely outstanding. So Sam from the Red Harp and the staff there, the 2 thumbs up.
Well,
Big
you know
time.
what? We're going to do it again next year, and you know we are.
Yeah.
So we'll have it in the same place. There's no
Absolutely.
reason why not, because they made us feel very welcome. They've got a beautiful patio there.
And the service was
And the service
awesome.
was awesome. The food was amazing.
Yeah,
What more can you ask for?
exactly.
Yeah.
So they are also doing something on October 27th as well, and it's another drag show. Drag Ya to Halloween tour hosted by Troy Boy Parks, I guess it is. It's $20 at the door, open for the event at 8 p.m., and the show starts at 9 p.m. And Saturday, October 28th, they have a Halloween night costume party, a spooktacular night, I must admit, as many are, with lots of door prizes, leaf tickets, live music, and that'll be featuring
Leaf tickets.
Damn Animal. Yeah,
Leaf tickets.
Leaf tickets, and hockey season is
Wow.
back. As you see, I'm wearing my personally signed Daryl Sittler jersey. And we're glad to see the boys in blue back on. Yeah, you got some signatures too.
I've got my signatures.
Mine are
here.
hidden.
Yeah.
I got a few. I got so many. It's hard
He
to.
signed her boobs.
Yeah.
Mine are hidden.
It's it's of course the first week of the hockey season, so we're in our leaf sweater and our Georgetown Raiders. Well, my Georgetown Raiders hat. The Upper Credit Humane Society invites you to Wags and Whiskers fundraiser, November the 4th from 6:30 to 11 p.m. at the Acton Town Hall. Have you ever been inside the Acton?
Oh, God, yeah. I've done a few shows there.
Unbelievable.
It's awesome in there. The renovations he did was amazing.
Actually, we did a paranormal investigation there.
Did you?
Yep.
I
That's true,
I
yeah.
think it's
We
just
did.
a beautiful building inside. It's just
There's a little
gorgeous.
something or two there with Jimmy and a couple other things.
They got a dinner and silent auction, and 3-course buffet, coffee or tea, soft drinks as well, and dessert. Cash bar is available. Door prizes, giveaways, games, and more. Registration is $55 online link, and you can go. You can register fundraising at uppercredit.com. And of course,
Great organization. They are doing all kinds of work for pets and animals. And, you know, I've noticed the last couple of weeks a lot of dogs being found.
yeah.
A lot of dogs being found.
Do you know how
It's
many
really weird.
dogs and cats that the Tell and Sell has
A lot of
found
people don't
over
have
the
the
years?
money. I don't know.
That would have been years ago, would have been lost forever.
Yeah, and without Facebook and a lot of social media,
Social media
they're
is
getting back
powerful.
home. So people keep it up, keep doing it. I'm not asking you to stop it in any way. But
Just
yeah,
remember on the
just-
Tell and Sells, we ask that you reach out to the actual organizations because early on when we first started the pages, there were issues with people taking animals and they were not being cared for.
Yeah.
So we don't allow rehoming individually, but by all means reach out to any organization or if you know people, just really be careful with where these animals are going because you really don't know who's taking them.
Just before we get to the food banks, I've got a couple other posts that came in later on, type of thing, after Amanda sent this. The Legion, Ann Horn from the Legion got in touch with me in Acton. It's on Wright Avenue. They've got Abomania coming, and I've had people that have gone to the show at Chudley's to see them and say it's absolutely outstanding.
Nice.
That's Friday, November 3rd at 7:30 p.m. You can call Ann for tickets at 647-296-6719 or Angie at 416-721-9443, or you can even contact the Legion directly. Tickets are only $45 each, and the show, from what I understand, is just absolutely amazing. And that's going on next month, November 3rd. Get your tickets now. Get in touch with the Legion, and like I said, for $45, it's a great night out with the wife, the partner, the husband, whatever you want to call it, and a significant other, and have a great time.
My father's not with us anymore, but he was in love with the Swedish Blonde, and ABBA was one of his absolute favorites back when.
If my dad was still alive, my mom and dad would be at that show.
I wouldn't.
My dad would be, for
I would
sure.
imagine that ABBA, listening to their full sound would be a hard act to duplicate.
Oh, not an easy one.
Wouldn't
Not
that
an
be
easy
hard?
one. Not at
Think
all.
about it.
So, but yeah. So if you got time on November 3rd, get in touch with the Legion. $45. They're going to sell out quick, so please get in touch with them if you need to, and we'll post
Excuse me.
that listing on our pages once again. So.
And we're going to talk about the food banks like we
Yes.
always do. We, thank you to anybody and everybody, again, who donated around Thanksgiving especially, because that's that's a family time, and it's hard for a lot to miss. So for those of you, I'm sure that did donate, thank you from those that appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And keep in mind that, well, again, like Lee said, you can donate online. You can go in, you can donate if it's monetary as opposed to the actual food, in order to make sure they can get what they want. It's, again, you can get bags pre-made in several grocery stores.
Yeah.
If you can. Those really, in my opinion, are probably one of the best things to do because they make those bags up based on the information they get, what is most needed. And they're not super expensive. So please keep donating personally, through the grocery stores, financially, whatever you can do. Even one box of Kraft Dinner. If every person donated one item in the bins at the grocery store, we're that much further ahead.
That's what I had for lunch today.
What?
Kraft Dinner.
Oh,
I like Kraft Dinner with weenies.
I only like the white cheddar.
I
Chopped up weenies
I put,
and all
I
mashed
put
together.
Frank's hot sauce on it.
And
I
salt,
have to do
pepper.
white cheddar. I don't the orange cheddar. No.
So just remember,
Not
every
my
little
thing.
bit you do for the food banks goes a long way to help. So please go donate today. And Big Daddy, we're brought to you by
Halton's Women's Place. Of course, if you or anyone knows anyone that needs a little bit of help and getting out of a difficult situation, which is hard to talk about sometimes.
Yeah.
The crisis lines
Most
are
of the
open
time.
24/7, including holidays. The Halton Hills line is 905-878-8555. Whether it's to a trusted friend, family, co-worker, or to a teacher, anyone you trust, or Halton Women's Place, please reach out, though, okay? And reach out. You are not alone, and you aren't. And you don't have to be a female, as they say each week.
anybody. Animal
anyone.
abuse you can report. Anything you can report. It's,
Anything, I mean, let people know if you or an animal is in a dire situation, but
Report it.
definitely the Halton's Women's Place is a great place for the ladies to go where they can get away from it all.
Definitely, and a great organization. They do wonderful work here in the whole Halton region, and I've met with them many times, and they're just a great organization. So, yeah, definitely love to promote them as much as we can, as much as it is something that's not so Yeah.
And this portion of the show is brought to you by...
Two puppies.
Our two pups are coming to investigate what we're doing, so they're kind of curious. They hear us talking to nobody.
Yeah.
So, but no, this portion of the show is brought to you by White Owl Legal. If you're having a legal dispute, whether it's small claims court, landlord-tenant act is what they specialize in. 289-839-3075. They are located at 112 Main Street North, Georgetown, Suite 200. You can get in touch with them at info@whiteowl.legal and see if they can help you with your situation that you're in. And as we're coming into winter, landlord and tenant act issues can be a problem. So
I'll take the first story and then we'll move along. Is boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. Halton Regional Police are investigating a break-in at a home in Stewart's Mill over the long weekend. The incident occurred right in town. My goodness, Gristmill. October 8th, around 2:30 a.m., when police say 3 suspects dressed in black clothing, balaclava-style masks and gloves, gained entry to a home on Gristmill Drive by
Sounds like
throwing
a
a
movie.
rock through the glass of the front door. That's a huge community, too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of lights on that. I'm surprised that... But
That's why they
it's
were
not
all
all-
dressed in complete black head
That's
to
right.
toe.
You know, I mean, not all. You know, you get most of these break-ins throughout
Wow.
the country where it's dark.
yeah,
But you,
Very bold.
Very bold. Go in town and do something like that. So what's going on with the Mounties?
So we got the Royal Canadian Mounted Police have launched an investigation into the Greenbelt changes made by the Ford government. The investigation, reported first on Tuesday by the Toronto Star, was revealed by the Federal Police Force about 7 weeks after the Ontario Provincial Police handed off responsibility for looking into whether there was a criminal element to the Greenbelt scandal.
yeah, and
Let's
it's-
see where
it's
that's going.
Still ongoing. They actually came out with something today. I didn't catch it all, so I'm not going to talk about it until I know about it. But the RCMP have found something out, and but again,
Well, yeah, they're
you know,
questioning.
people may wonder why we're talking about this. This is Toronto premier, blah blah. Well, we're a big part of that greenbelt, especially Acton. Most of Acton is a greenbelt. So this is why it's very important to us to get this out to the community, so you know exactly what's going on.
I think the premier's in a little bit of hot water myself.
I think a lot of them are in a lot of hot water, to be honest with you. This is these are serious charges that can come against them, you know, especially what do they call that, nepotism part of it. That it's just mind-boggling. So from the Independent, we're talking about our good friend, Mr. Rick Bennett. Long life resident of Halton Hills. I remember going to school with Rick. My sisters actually went to school with him. A former town mayor of almost 2 decades, is chosen as the 2023 Acton Citizen of the Year for his unwavered dedication towards the community, and I say unwavered. He says, I'm very humbled and honored at the same time. The community means everything to me, having lived here my whole life. This is my home, and it is his home. The Rotary Club of Acton hosts the awards, said in a release. Bennett embodies the spirit of the town, which I totally agree with. The accolades came pouring in for Rick, shared the release. He's described as a positive builder of our local community, an outstanding public servant, and a great representation of our community. I could not agree more.
Well, you know, as a personal friend to all of us,
Yeah.
I've never met anybody quite like Rick.
Whenever
As a
we're out at
friend,
an
he's just a
event, he
wonderful
always
man.
makes a point of coming to see us. And
Oh,
you know what I
absolutely.
mean? Like
He
it's not like
leaves
he's
his
forced
stuff
to.
for with us.
Oh yeah,
Here, you guys take this. I'll be back.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. he
that's-
leaves
but
his-
we're buddies. But
Yeah.
you know, but he's a great mayor too.
He was an awesome mayor.
A guy that really cares about his
Yeah.
community. Him and Josie love those guys.
Yeah.
Kid.
So congratulations, Rick. We're all 100% behind this nomination for sure.
Halton police say that 31% of the vehicles they stopped during their 2-day 2023 commercial motor vehicle enforcement blitz had to be taken off the road for various safety and licensing violations. Officers carried out the annual blitz at Woodbine Mohawk Park in Milton on Tuesday, October 3rd and Wednesday, October 4th. Police said that the purpose of the blitz was to conduct proactive enforcement and ensure compliance with legislation about mechanical fitness, weight, load security, safety, and licensing. And with the help of neighboring police services and agencies, officers reported stopping and inspected 475 commercial motor vehicles. Of those vehicles, 149 failed.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
And that means they can't leave. They're stuck there until either it's fixed or it's towed.
You know, and that's dangerous. When you're
Yeah.
driving on the 401 and you're doing 100 and 110,
Yeah.
and
Like,
one
it's
of
funny,
these
you know.
wheels comes flying off.
I've been noticing, and not even just wheels, even today,
Yeah.
coming in a very short distance, not 1, 2, or 3. There was 4 trucks pulled over with where there was barely any shoulder in those sections of the 401, hoods up. Some of them with smoke coming out of them.
Yeah.
The numbers of trucks lately I've been seeing on the side of the road.
Yeah.
You gotta wonder what, they're not even just not the wheels. I mean,
What
they're
you're
not.
driving behind. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
it's not safe, man.
Thank God there's a Jesus bolt on the steering wheel, is all I can say. Hey?
There's another name for it, but we'll leave that
Yeah,
out
I
there.
know. I
Your
know what that
imagination.
name is.
So, Halton Police Chief Stephen Tanner is voicing concerns about a proposed regulation that could require all frontline police officers within the region and across Ontario to carry C8 military-style rifles. Wow, I haven't heard about this. The subject was discussed during a meeting of the Halton Police Board on Thursday, September the 28th. Tanner noticed the province has plans to bring the new Community Safety and Policing Act into force in the spring of 2024.
Not far off.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't really know much about guns, but that sounds pretty potent. A C8
is.
military
You gotta
style.
look at it from the officer's side. They
Yeah.
put themselves in
No,
some
I'm
serious-
just saying, like, what's going on? Is it that bad out there?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Yes.
wow,
Yeah,
I
it
knew
is.
it was bad.
How
But
many times do we have stories about loaded
Just
guns?
even what's coming
being
here,
found in
coming up
cars?
into the
Wow.
Halton, up into Halton Hills, like what we're seeing, this style of robberies and this boldness that these guys are doing. We didn't have this 10 years ago. We
This
didn't.
is like watching Netflix, though, when you're hearing these kind of rifles
Yeah.
coming out. It's like,
Yeah.
it's not funny, but it just kind of blows the mind a little.
Let's lighten up the conversation.
Oh, right, yeah.
What?
Well, especially as things are going more to the autumn side, where trees are changing color. Halton Hills just got a whole lot greener, and that's courtesy of the Credit Valley Conservation's Greening Corporate Grounds, a mini forest planting on September 23rd at St. George Anglican Church in Georgetown. The first initiative of its kind in the Credit River watershed, with 396 native trees and shrubs planted literally right across the road from where we're sitting.
Yeah,
I'm
if
looking
you,
at
if you
it.
could turn that camera
Yeah,
just a
you
little
could actually
this
might
way,
see them, but
because our studios here
Yeah.
in Georgetown are right
Right-
across
right
from
across
St.
the street.
George Church.
the location backs onto Silver Creek Conservation Area, and the plantings will help create connectivity and corridor for wildlife. The educational sign will be installed later this year to commemorate it and inform visitors about the multi-forest project.
Mini
And,
forest.
or the mini forest project. So, yeah, very cool. It's literally right across the street from the Georgetown studios here, and I saw them doing it all. It's kind of neat. Looks good.
I think that St. George is a beautiful church.
Absolutely. It's
one of the most
where
beautiful
I was
churches
raised
in
originally.
town. All of our
15
churches,
I think
all of
that's
our old
15
churches
years.
are nice.
Father
That's
Gallagher, who was the original, I loved him when
I
I was a
remember that
kid.
name.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
remember
he was
that name, yeah.
amazing. He was amazing.
Especially at night, and all the, they put a little display on there for Easter and for Christmas on the front lawn, and it's kind of and the church bells,
Yeah.
eh?
Oh, yeah.
6 o'clock at night and noon, and they stopped for a while because the squirrels got at the computer. That's not a real hunchback guy up
there, yeah.
swinging on a rope. It's a computer, like we found out, and apparently the squirrels bit through the
cables.
The cables. So I was wondering, did somebody complain about the church bells? Where are they?
Yeah.
I guess they were getting a little annoyed by them and wanted some
The
quiet.
squirrels wanted the peace and quiet.
That's right.
They're up in the trees and they're listening to it right next to
Yeah.
them.
And they're all named Fred, so we don't get them confused.
That's right.
The town of Halton Hills search for a new Twin City arrangement continues. Following the expiration of the first city partnership with the Chinese district in 2021, town officials started searching for a new municipality to connect with. So town officials flew to Germany and the Netherlands late last year, making the locations a primary target. It would be a compliment to the town, said Councillor Darcy Keane. Potentially there'd be specialized industries that would complement the businesses in Halton Hills. So a lot of towns have sister
Yeah,
towns
a lot
all
of
over the world.
twin cities and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I know the one, Guelph's got one in Italy, I believe it is.
Yeah,
is
we
a
had
Twin
one in
City.
China for a long time.
Yeah, yeah. But I think, with relations in China lately, it's just, they're looking for something new, maybe.
So, Town of Halton Hills is bringing back programming celebration of Small Business Week October 16th to 20th to support new and growing businesses.
Stop it, you two.
The third annual Picture Perfect Do-It-Yourself Product Photography event will again be held to support local small businesses, including startups, home-based businesses, and entrepreneurs. The initiative offers 2 days of free studio space and photography equipment. Isn't that amazing? At the Halton Hills Public Library. They do this each year.
Yeah.
And I actually just, the town had sent me some information and I put it together and put it out there. So just a few days ago.
Now, I love stories like this, and I'm going to take, I know it's your turn, but I'm going to go.
I'm
boy,
just going to
girl,
tell
boy,
you two,
girl,
don't make
boom.
me stop this car.
No, that's right. Stop touching me.
Stop touching you guys.
Okay, we're going to talk about a gal by the name of, hang on, where's her name here? Macy Auger. I talked to her on Facebook this afternoon after reading this story. Georgetown residents will remember where they were during the great zipper merge of 2023.
Oh,
the highlight
my
of
God.
social media on the telecells, especially the Georgetown one. One local woman, however, is cementing the town's latest inside joke for a good cause. Listen to this. Georgetown
talked about
resident
this on the
Macy
page.
Auger is selling printed T-shirts commemorating the local traffic fiasco that has become a social media sensation. Proceeds from the T-shirt sales and several other fundraising initiatives Auger is undertaking have helped her meet entry requirements for the prestigious Boston Marathon.
That's very
Beautiful.
Isn't that?
Nice.
Isn't
That is
that
very
absolutely excellent? Okay, hopefuls can either qualify by meeting the marathon's fitness requirements or raising money for a Massachusetts-based charity. Auger, is splitting her profits between Special Olympics Massachusetts and the Georgetown Bread Basket.
Thank you, Macy.
Awesome.
Thank
Nice.
you.
Now, she has raised $10,000
Wow.
and counting, which qualifies her to participate in the April 15th, 2024
Well, she
marathon.
did better than what Kate, because
Okay,
Katie and I
now-
were joking about actually doing this
No.
when Katie started putting all these joke banners up
Right.
because it was
Now,
getting ridiculous.
she is going to be coming on the show and
Next
talking
week.
about this, I think
Or
next week or the week
The
after.
week after, right?
And it's all for the bread basket and a very important charity in the United States. So let's get behind this. And you know, we'll never forget zipper merging. And you have to remember, folks, when you're zipper
like
merging
to.
in this town or any other, 1 out of every 5 people is an asshole.
Yeah.
So you're going to have friction, okay? Eventually, you're going to run into the asshole that won't let you in.
That's right.
And you have to remember that is zipper merge technology. They know all about it in Brampton
Yeah.
because they live through it every day.
Yeah.
I can't remember a zipper merge in Georgetown for a long time, so we all have to learn how to get along with each other, folks.
Definitely.
But
And
I
the
mean,
T-shirt
if
is
you,
a
unless
great
you don't
idea.
leave Georgetown, it's all around Georgetown too.
The T-shirt is a
it
great
is
idea.
what it is. It's construction season.
They've blocked every entrance going south out of here. That south or east, that you're screwed. All right, we got to get moving along here. Diwali will be lighting up Georgetown again this year, building on the success of last year's inaugural event. The local residents, Aditi Goswami,
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
guess,
you got that right.
is planning another Festival of Lights celebration for 2023. She wants Georgetown and surrounding community to know that Diwali is not just for one particular community, it's open to everybody, no different than
Our
New
Christmas-
Year's,
Halloween, New
Christmas,
Year's, all
whatever.
that. Members of council, including Mayor Ann Lawler and her predecessor, Rick Bonnet, are invited. The same goes for members of Halton Regional Police, the Halton Hills Fire Department, and the Georgetown Hospital Foundation. I wanted to include all the key members and all the heroes of the community, she had commented. This party will take place on November 4th, starting at 5 p.m. at the Norville United Church. Attendees can expect food, dancing, fashion shows, crafts, much, much more. Tickets are 75% sold out now, so those interested can simply
Move on it.
Yeah.
e-transfer to GOSWAMI at ADITT05 at
No, one T.
yahoo.com.
One T. ADITEE
There you go.
05
Yeah,
at
it's
you
too far
at
away for me to see. So,
yahoo.com.
or just give her a call at 647-871-3551. There you go. Tickets are $45 for adults, $40 for seniors age 60 and up, $35 for kids between 4 and 11, free for children under 4. Table for 10 can be reserved for $430, and prices will increase by $5 for adults and kids starting October 15th. So
You have till Sunday before
once
it goes up.
Once again, 647-871-3551. You can call her and reserve your tickets today. So
Did you want me to start, and then we'll go boy, girl,
Whatever.
Yeah?
Just
Okay,
do what we always do. Just
You go.
Saturday is the last day for the Georgetown Farmers Market this year. We will be there rain or shine, so come visit us and stock up on your favorite Baba's pierogies, Papa's sausages, and Voiko's sauerkraut.
Yikes.
And yes, we'll have a fresh batch of plum pierogies on Saturday. Only 10 dozen available, folks.
Only?
Okay.
wow.
Don't worry,
That's not
you will
many.
still be
No.
able to find us at the market, so stay tuned as well. So there you go.
Pierogies are amazing.
And I'll let you tell everybody what's going on Saturday there.
All right,
You got to roll
so-
up a bit more.
So
You
we
didn't roll it up. It's at the top there.
What? We're not doing the. We just did the.
Did we?
Yeah, you just talked about the farmers market.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're right.
It was a.
I'm just making a mess of this whole
Yeah.
thing, aren't I?
let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Stop touching me.
Oh, so we got more tree planting happening in Hungry Hollow, October the 14th, 9:30 a.m. to noon. Meet at the end of Metcalf Court, Georgetown. Join CVC and Trees for Halton Hills to help make the Hungry Hollow SNAP, SNAP, neighborhood more sustainable and ready for changing climate. Native trees and shrubs will be planted. So,
Yeah, you can check it out. That we don't have the link
The
to
link.
send you to, but I'm sure
Hungry
that-
Hollow's got to have a
Yeah.
Facebook page or
Well,
something.
again,
that-
just show up at the end of Metcalf Street.
Well, that
That's
too.
probably the easiest way to do it, really.
That's
and
right.
the more tree planting we do, the better for our
And
environment.
if the
obviously.
neighbors start staring
Greenbelt,
at you,
Greenbelt, Greenbelt.
Exactly. We've got a drop-in story time, October 14th at 10 a.m. The Halton Hills Public Library in Georgetown and Acton branches. Explore new themes each week through stories, rhymes, songs, and there is no registration required. Again, that's 10 a.m. October 14th at both libraries.
might as well do the October.
I was gonna say do the next one too tomorrow.
All right, October 14th as well. Starting at 6 p.m. at the Royal Canadian Legion Acton branch. Enjoy an evening of drinks with friends and live entertainment by Almost Cool.
Nice.
Great band. Deadline to purchase tickets has passed. There aren't any needed to attend the event, so just show up at the Legion at 6 p.m. on Saturday, October 14th, as we celebrate today, Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Have a great time, everybody in Dover.
Okay, Hockey Night in Canada at Bethel Church. This is a great idea. October 14th, 6 p.m. at Bethel Christian Reformed Church in Acton. Come and watch the Leafs game on the big screen while enjoying free hot dogs and coffee, tea, and bottled water. Doors open at 6 p.m. and the game starts at 7. There'll be popcorn during intermission in the church's own version of Coach's Corner. It should be interesting. All are welcome with donations being accepted for the Roxy Center's pantry.
Yes.
There you go. So that's a great idea.
That's
Do the
a-
next
that's a-
one.
that's a
Yeah, I'll do the
Next
next
one.
one too.
Go for it.
The local harvest vendor market is happening October 15th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Wheelbarrow Orchards, 8277 10 Side Road. Enjoy some fall fun while supporting the Townsend Smith Foundation, which is working to build North Halton's first residential hospice. And there'll be over 25 local small business vendors, food trucks, farm market goodies, pick your own pumpkin patch, and more. And I'll do this one too, and then you can do the report for the Raiders. Try curling, of course, October 15th from 2 to 4 p.m. at the Acton Curling Club. Ready to give curling a try? Here's your chance, folks. This event is open to anyone curious about curling. Cost is only $10. For more info, you can click here.
Yeah. Gotta get rid of those.
Click here.
Don't touch me.
All right. The Raiders will wrap it up. I
The
think.
Raiders. So, as I'm sure many of you are starting to realize, that we're working with the Raiders and fully supporting them. Let's keep it up, guys.
Yeah, get out and support your local hockey. It's great hockey for dirt cheap price.
And who knows? Some of these kids could be on the NHL next time you see
Well,
them.
you know, I mean, the OJHL is part of the build-up to the NHL.
That's right.
It's
Exactly.
It's in
AHL,
the tree.
OJHL,
Part of the
QM,
tree,
you know.
baby.
So
You
get
know.
out on Saturday night, support the Raiders. Make sure you support your local team.
And by the
so
way,
important.
Who scored 2 goals for New Jersey the other night in their home opener? Jack Hayes.
Jack.
Who did he play for? The Georgetown
Georgetown
Raiders. There you go.
There you are. So get out, support your local hockey. It's great hockey, people. This is awesome. And hockey season being, starting for everybody. Come on. Can't afford a Leaf ticket? Go to a Raiders game. You'll see the same kind of stuff.
So a quick Raiders report. Georgetown Raiders were shut out 3-0 by Milton Menace at the Mold Masters Sportplex on Saturday evening. It's just one.
And my good buddy
Sunday-
Andrew Groombridge, who's the trainer over at the Raiders, is getting over some medical problems. I'm sorry for.
That's all right.
But he's out at the moment. But
Well, our thoughts are with you, Andrew.
Andrew, we want to. I'm sorry, honey. You go right ahead. I'm sorry.
No worries. No worries. You know this knowledge. You're good with all this stuff. So,
Yeah.
Sunday night at the Memorial Arena in Port Credit, the Raiders bounced back with a 3-0 victory over the Mississauga Chargers as Finn Wilson grabbed the shutout.
his
Way
first
to go!
shutout. His first
Right on,
OHL
Finn.
shutout.
And I saw in the
right?
picture it said
Yeah.
something Winnie.
Yeah.
So is that his nickname? I think
Yeah.
it was Winnie.
Might be, yeah.
Winnie or Willie.
Yeah.
Willie.
Yeah.
Something Willie. So anyways,
That's a
way to
puck.
go.
That's a puck he's hanging on to.
Yeah, exactly. It was amazing. So, Raider goal scored by Aaron Andrade, Carter Reel, and Justin Hoon. Okay.
Yeah.
LOL. I have no idea how to pronounce this. Ask Mike, and I'll ask Karen. Okay,
Yeah,
there we
sorry, I
go.
forgot to take that part out because we
So
didn't know how to
next
pronounce
up, that's
his
okay.
last
That's
name.
me. That's me saying that. Next up for Georgetown is a home date with the Oakville Blades at Mold Masters on Saturday evening. As we had mentioned, tomorrow 5:30. Be there.
Or
That's
B
right.
square.
5:30.
Bring the kids. I know. Growing up, all of us.
Arch
Growing up
rival.
Saturday mornings, afternoons, evenings, we lived at the arenas with our parents. It was amazing.
You'll pay for the whole seat, but you only need the edge.
There you go. Bring your cowbells. We need
Definitely a lot of
cowbells.
cowbells or
Horns, booms,
horns,
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what my mom used to use? A
Bring the
palm
kids.
olive bottle full of marbles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a
And
good
rattle it.
idea. Oh my God.
Man, would it make a lot of noise. So grab a bottle, put some marbles in it. You just.
Dad
Watch
used to
where
give
you're
us the
swinging
horn.
that
We
thing.
had the
Oh, I'll tell you
horns.
that.
My
Okay,
mom
well,
had a
smart.
whole bag. So she had that. She had a cowbell. She had a big brass bell with a handle.
Oh my God.
Remember the old brass horns on the old cars?
Yeah,
with
yeah.
She had all this stuff she'd bring to the games. My mom, oh yeah, it was awesome.
There's nothing
It was
like
great.
sitting in your hometown watching your hometown team play
Yeah.
on a Saturday night, you know?
Yeah. All right, we got to wrap things up. We got to get going here. Our Loosey Goosey show has been a great time to get back. Sorry we missed you guys for a couple of weeks, but everything's back to square one. And
Well, it may happen periodically, depending on what's going on. We've got
Well,
a lot of things that are starting to come up. So
we have weather too to contend with as well. So,
Yeah. Weather
Big
time.
Daddy, who we brought to you by?
We're brought to you by Max Tires, 905-873-9255. Lowest prices on
back in
tires
here.
anywhere. And, of course, think about your snows, and not yet, but I'd say another...
I'd start booking the appointment anyway.
Yeah, I'd phone up and... Yeah, there's an idea. Phone them up and do it for November. Early
Yeah,
November,
get your
I'd say.
appointment in.
But you got to call first because this place, it's like the Panama Canal down there. It's right downstairs
Yeah.
from here.
Yeah.
All right. So
All right. Well, Big Daddy, Russ Horton, Leah Lywood, I'm Lee Lakin. Thank you all for tuning in once again and coming back to see us. And have yourself a great weekend, everybody. A big happy birthday to Mr. Big Daddy over there this week. And without him, a lot of this wouldn't happen. So have a great week, everybody. Please don't drink and drive. Call a taxi. Easy Taxi. It'll take you wherever you need to go. For Leah, myself, and Russ, have a great week. Don't drink and drive, and we'll catch you on the B side.
Assume the position.